Kinnawa, the African Thunder,
is in the house.
Hello and welcome to another broadcast of ThunderNewsHD on the Milk Drop. We have another exclusive here, and I am here with the man who is behind it all, Mr. TK Westfield, who is Mr. I Handle Stuff.
Hello.
How are you doing today, man?
I'm well, man. How are you?
Good. So good to have you on the show and everything.
I appreciate you guys having me come out.
Good. So now I want to ask you a few questions now. You are a personal manager?
That's correct. In talent, there are different managers and levels. So some people are talent managers, where your talent manager is usually responsible for your booking, getting your acts. As a personal manager, I deal with you as the creative on a personal level and handle more than just your scheduling, a little more involved and in depth in your career, and more so of a guru to you so that you can make the right decisions getting started and moving forward. Everybody needs that helping hand because I'm more than just an assistant.
Wow. Okay. I like that. Someone who's actually invested in their talent, in their clients.
Correct.
I love that. So now also there was a saying that you said, you said personal manager.
Oh, I call myself, I'm a personal manager to some, gladiator to all creatives.
I love that. Okay, so what do you mean by that?
Well, as a gladiator, as a creative, you really don't have anybody in your corner when you're pursuing your dream. Dancers need somebody to push them to keep dancing. Writers need somebody to tell them snap out their writer's block. And of course, I mainly represent rappers, of course. Rappers are forever needing somebody to tell you, get your head out of your butt and get in the studio. So, I think I've perfected those things. I'm a little harsh with my clients, but that harshness comes out of love because I want to see each and every one of them succeed and be the best that they can be. As a matter of fact, that's one of my sayings too, helping you become who you're destined to be.
I love that. Okay, so we have a coach for all of the artists out there. So now I want to ask you to, I guess like something like Phil Jackson. I'm feeling that.
Yeah. That's
okay.
perfect.
Okay, perfect. So now let me ask you too, in regards to artists. To my understanding, you were Isaiah Rashad's first manager?
That's correct.
You are doing it.
You know what? No, that happened awesomely. Like, I'm just happy for that opportunity because nobody really knows the story of how Zay and I got together. I was living in Nashville at the time. It was 2012. Isaiah had a song called Khaki that made a local blog in Nashville called breakonthecloud.com. I had just moved to Nashville about 7 months prior to that, so I was in tune with this blog that continues to show me what was happening on the scene, and I wanted to get to know like different artists.
Nice.
I had taken a break from it, from personal managing, from doing public relations, etc. After I had moved because I was readjusting. I saw Isaiah's song on this blog. I was like, man, this is dope. I found out he was from Chattanooga. I followed him on Twitter.
Right.
I just kind of reached out to him on Twitter, just, hey man, my name is so-and-so. I used to do this with Glamour Like in Atlanta. I used to work with this person. I would love to just help in any way that I can.
Nice.
Isaiah reached out back, so we became friends. I was promoting Khaki, pushing the song, just real regular. I came home to Chattanooga that March. We met officially. He had a show in Murfreesboro that April. It was actually on 4/20/2012. He did a show there. I was at the show. I met his mom. Everything was cool. His mom said, I really like your spirit. I want you to be his manager. And I said, I know nothing about managing.
Wow.
And Miss Tracy, everybody knows who Miss Tracy is. Make sure you go see her. Miss Tracy said, that's fine. I know you don't know anything. That's okay because you care about my son and you go learn. And she was right.
Wow.
So I started writing. Well, first things first, I was like, well, Isaiah, what do you need? He's like, I need studio time. The only place I got a studio to really get to is in Murfreesboro. I was like, bet, you can move in with me. That day. So that day we solidified it. He moved in maybe like a week and a half later. And It was the grind ever since. And we worked out a schedule to make sure he was going to effectively get to the studio, which that wasn't an issue. And I started writing emails to various CEOs and record representatives in Nashville, not asking for them to listen to records, but to ask them, can I meet them for lunch and pick their brains?
Wow, okay.
And these people had no reason to say yes. But apparently I'm a word magician and I can get you to do what I want.
Okay, finesse king, I feel it.
Hey man, I hate that word.
Oh, you do? Oh,
and not only need disrespect, but it just like, it's what we've associated with. We've
Right.
associated to mean something negative, so I just don't really like. If I gotta claim it, I gotta claim it. But it's just it's a terrible connotation, you know. But these people had no reason to like say yes to these lunches and say yes to this coffee, but they did. So I was able to pick their brains, ask these questions, get this information, and then go back and go, this is what I learned today. And we implemented that into the plan because understand Isaiah got signed and he only had 5 songs on SoundCloud, no project out.
Look at you.
And it's all about the way that you move and the way you maneuver. But this was also a different time. This was 2012. It is totally different now. 5-6 years ago, it was totally different on how to get on. Now everybody want to rap. Everybody want to be on stage. And bloggers don't mean what they used to mean.
Right. That's what's up, man. And it seems like you, I mean, like I said, I'm glad that you shared that experience because I can see just from looking at that experience how you started off shows that how you started off is how you treat your clients currently. You had a client that you invested in, a friend that you invested in, and you also have your clients now that you invest in as well.
Oh man, I love everybody who chooses to do any sort of business with me, from just consulting to let me fully represent them.
Wow.
I would not still be in Chattanooga if it wasn't for some of the people who I continuously work with.
Wow.
I think about taking a plane all the time, but I remember that, man, we're on the verge of something great here, and I really don't want to abandon that.
That's deep. So now, in regards, I know you, aside from Isaiah Rashad, there are other artists that you represent. I mean, are there any ones you want to share or anything like that?
I currently represent. In the midst of course, we're talking about Isaiah. That brings up the house, the collective. I represent a member of the house. I represent Chris P. Chris P is amazing. He's pretty much one of my favorite rappers. He's that cool soulful vibe with those dope lyrics that you can just let ride. Please check out his SoundCloud. I also represent an artist that's he's pretty much Chattanooga famous in my opinion, but definitely destined for more than that. That's Gotti King, also known as Leroy Scott. He's been quiet for a while, but he's got a new project in the works. Just got some big news on who's helping with that. The mix and the mastering is going to be super big on that. Don't know if I can really tell you, but let's just say we've got some international producers who are really putting their fingers on it to give it that. It's going to have that world sound that your song needs to effectively cross over.
Wow.
Let's see. So there's him. There's Lee. I currently have a producer who used to live in Chattanooga. Now he lives in D.C. That's Chuck the Air. Wow. All your producing and production needs. That's there. There's a kid who graduated from Chattanooga Christian, day before yesterday? His name is Terrence J. He's got a song called Pot of Gold. I do booking for Keenan. For Keenan Daniels, the most amazing DJ in the city, no questions asked.
$1 Million Man.
Man,
Okay.
I love Keenan. I do booking for him, and I'm just honored for that opportunity as well. And he sent me this Terrence J's Kids SoundCloud. I was like, hey, you got to listen to this. And the moment I heard this kid sing, I was like, I need it. We just met yesterday, and hopefully he sees something in me to allow me to represent him too.
It's a network within a network.
Man,
I love that. I love that, man. So, I mean, is there anything else that you want to share? Well, first of all, I do want everyone to know how they can contact you. Social media, phone number, whatever it is.
Well, I am Terrence Westfield on Facebook. I'm probably already your friend. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TWestfield. I am available to talk at any time. You can text, call. My phone number is 404-772-6898. I handle stuff at iCloud.com. Reach out to me. Let's get it started.
Nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, of course, Mr. I Handle Stuff himself. Be sure to contact him if you're looking for any type, anybody who's looking to get their name out there and, of course, succeed. This is the man to get you there to the next step. Man, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share before we end the show?
I just want to thank you guys for having me out, and we need things like this that are highlighting awesome people like ourselves who are trying to do great things in the community. Thank you so much to the Milk Drop, and let's do business, everyone.
Thanks, Eric. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And, of course, thank you for tuning in to another broadcast of ThunderNewsHD, exclusively found on the Milk Drop.
Look. No time for the arguing about who really hard to end. The best in the city when most niggas garbage men, and when they drop, it be garbage man. But who am I to judge the next? When you above the rest, you look at things from a different light. The niggas I'm around recognize I've been looking for a change and another way of living life. Get it right. Shit don't change if a nigga don't work, but shit be the same without selling that work. I wanna cop a block.